We are doing this another Tuesday. We are here on Facebook. We are in the book. Facebook, y'all. But today has been a pretty awesome Tuesday. Apologize to anybody who was looking for me at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. I have had a crazy busy day. Great things happen, but with the oncoming book signing on Saturday, there were just a lot of moving pieces that had to be addressed. And so I apologize if you missed me at the time you used to seeing me, but I'm here now. So that is the point. And as I said, today is a fabulous day. It's January 23rd. I got to give a shout out to my sister from another Mr. and mother, Adrienne. See you down there in Atlanta. I love you. Happy birthday to you. And I am just in, like I said, a really good place. I was thinking about what am I going to talk about today? There's technical things I can talk about, like the benefits of having a really good software portal, to make sure that your systems are in order and things of that nature. And then I realized that sounds good. And if somebody asks for it, I'll talk about it. But the thing that laid on my heart was the power in the art of preparation, because a lot of times we don't think about that process of preparing, right? And so when I say that, some of y'all are listening and y'all like, okay, where are you going with this? Well, let me tell you where I'm going with this. A lot of times we are very stressed, right? Americans are some of the most stressed people in the world. Um, Overworked, overextended, most of the time living beneath our means because of conditions in society and structures in society that make it very difficult for people to move up in life, right? Wherever you're born at, most people tend to stay at because there's usually not a way for us to find our ways out of the zip code that we were born into, or just the situation of life, how we were born into these various situations. Now, the great thing is with technology, we are in a better place than we've ever been, where this age of technology and information, there's information everywhere. There's people teaching about anything you could think about, any topic, any subject that you can imagine. Somebody out there is telling you about how you can do it, how you can work it, how you can learn from it, how you can utilize it, how you can monetize it. And all of that is great. The problem is, though, there's a difference between having the information and knowing how to use the information properly. Having the information, you Google it, is there. Knowing how to use it comes from experiential knowledge and wisdom. And oftentimes, those of us who weren't blessed to have mentors that, and I say those of us, but I have been blessed to have mentors. So let me correct how I just said that. Those of y'all who have not been blessed to have mentors um, to guide you and lead you in these different pathways will have the information, but kind of be like a hamster on a wheel trying to figure out what to do with it, right? Because what tends to happen is that, like I said, you're getting this overload of information, but you don't know what to do with it or how to apply it. And so the wisdom of it comes from having the right people around you, which we talked about last week, having those strong circles and building those strong networks so that you have people around you very intentionally and strategically for various reasons, and able to assist you in your vision and your mission and helping to keep you grounded, but also where you can have a reciprocated relationship that you're able to bless them and pour into their lives as well. Now, we're going to move away from the social circles or strong circles right now, and we're going to talk more about the preparation and planning aspect of it, because what tends to happen is we've all heard this saying about opportunity knocks and all these different things, and opportunities will come. But the thing is, if we're not prepared to move on that opportunity, we can miss it. So, perfect example. I had the opportunity of being in the presence of this person, this woman. She has a lot of people that she works with, that she tends to, that she oversees. And I was scheduled to have a call with her. And this call could have been a life-changing call for my business and everything like that. And what happened is my technology decided to reboot. At the moment, I was supposed to be on a call with her. And so it rebooted, all these things happened, and by the time I even noticed that I was supposed to have the call with her, the time had expired that we were supposed to have the call. Now, had I been more prepared, I knew I was going to have this call. I should have already planned 15, 20 minutes ahead of time to be ready for the call and have everything ready to go. And then if something would have happened where it rebooted, I would have had a backup because I've given myself 15 minutes or so to get ready for the call. Because I was not prepared, I missed the notification. My system rebooted. And by the time it rebooted and I was able to look at the fact that I had this call scheduled, it was just too much. Like, I reached out, I apologized. Of course, she received the apology, but the reality was I missed a very big opportunity because I was not prepared. So I'm telling you this because I was very intentional on being there and being ready. I did my homework. I had what I was going to say. I already knew what I was going to pitch. I knew how it would benefit, how we could have a reciprocated relationship, but I wasn't prepared in my technology. So preparation is not just about learning or being educated or doing your Google search or whatever on the person that you're going to meet with to understand who they are, what their background is, what their interests are. But it's also about making sure your systems are in place to work at the time that they're needed to work. And I can't tell you the number of times that I have been the victim. I will be honest, I am a victim and an offender of this, right? I get on my Zoom and all of a sudden it wants to update, and now I'm 5, 10 minutes late for a meeting. And that has happened to me a lot, right? It's happened to a lot of us when we're in the Zoom world, especially during COVID and stuff. So you would think that because I know it's possible it can happen, that I would be more intentional about making sure I'm good 15 minutes or so before the call. Because it never happened to me in that way, I never thought like, wow, it's never happened on a call that was super, super duper important that could be life changing. So my whole point is that I'm sharing what I did because I am authentically like an open book. You're gonna do some stupid things. You're gonna make some stupid mistakes. You're gonna not think seriously about something that could be a major, major opportunity for you and miss it because you were not prepared, because you didn't do a checklist and make sure that you had everything in order. So let me promise you, I will never miss another important call because I've had a reboot of my phone or a reboot of my computer. Never going to happen to me again. I learned the lesson. I hope and pray I get the opportunity to sit in the presence of this individual again, and I do believe I will at some point, but I learned a valuable lesson. So I'm telling you this so you don't have to learn the lesson that I learned. There are certain things in your system that you do, certain things, whether it be in your ministry, whether it be in your business day to day, whether it be in your nonprofit. There are certain things that happen on a regular, consistent basis that seem like they're not big things. They're mediocre things, they're minute things, not a big deal. Maybe a staff member comes late every single day and they're 5 minutes late. Not a big deal until there's an important meeting at 9 o'clock and you need everybody to be there. And now they're late because they're used to just being late and you never said anything or addressed it, right? So it doesn't only pertain to technology, doesn't only pertain to staffing. It's very important that we take the time to sit down and review our systems. I was telling y'all last week, maybe, or maybe the week before, that I implemented this new system to be able to improve my workflow because what was happening, I'm getting contracts and I'm sending out scope of agreements and all of that, and I'm manually having to do the whole process. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's taking me an hour and a half just to get prepared to get a client, hopefully, why would I do that? So I put the system in place and I hired somebody to put it together for me because I'm not an expert in that and it was going to cost me more money of my time being utilized to figure it out than just hiring somebody that knows how to do it and then they could teach me, which is exactly what I did. And she put the systems in place and everything. And now literally I'm starting to get people coming into my workflow and it's just a matter of a couple clicks and everything is flowing. And I think about like how much more prepared that makes me to be able to onboard people and take care of people and make sure that people understand that I am here to serve you with a high level of excellence. And the reason why I have improved my processes is that I realized there were constant breakdowns in certain area of my workflow. So if I'm going to get better, if I'm going to have more opportunities, if I'm going to get to a place where I'm profit powered, where I'm attracting funds, then I have to find ways to continue to improve the efficiency of what I do. And that came through me implementing this particular portal. So I said that to say to you, give yourself time every single week, whether it be an hour, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever you realistically can commit to for now. It starts small and small increments. And then what happens is you start to make a bigger block of time because you realize how much more efficient you are when you take the time to prepare for your next opportunity. When you take the time to prepare, you're putting yourself in training or you're participating in networking events or things that are going to help you to think beyond what you know. Because let me just say this really quickly. A lot of times, the reason why we're not prepared enough is because we don't know that we're not prepared in the first place. A lot of times, we've been told we're great, we're excellent, you do such a great job, or we just think it and nobody told us. So that's another whole issue for another day. If you're just one of them people that you just think you are that and nobody ever confirmed that for you, then you need to do a check on that. But for those of us who have been told you're doing a great job, you're this, you're that, you have to look at where the source of that um, accolade or compliment is coming from because sometimes people are saying it because they don't have high expectations of you and they'll say, oh, you're doing great. And you're operating at a C level. And they're okay with you operating at a C level because in their mind, that's where they think you're going to operate. But for somebody who knows you're capable of operating at A level, they're not going to tell you you're doing a great job and you're not doing a great job. They're not going to offend you. They're not going to tear you down. They're going to tell you what you're doing great and they're going to give you substance that you can build on so that you can improve and be more prepared. Okay. So now the next time you show up at an event, you have your business cards or you have your presentation or you have your checklist or you have whatever you need because somebody who knows more than you were allowed to receive their critique, their constructive feedback, and now you're in a place where you're operating at a higher level. And it just continues to go up from there. So I wanted to say that before we close out that being prepared can sometimes be subjective. So you have to continually be looking at what you're doing, how efficient it is, how effective it is. Look at your numbers. Are you making the money that you said that you wanted to make? Are you getting return clients that you're looking for them to return? Are they returning? Are you having conversations with them? Are you watching your email list grow? Are you watching your social media followers increase? Or are you having an adverse effect where you're not seeing an increase, you're not seeing profit? In fact, you're in a deficit or people don't want to work with you. Like, be honest, lay it all out there, give yourself space. And since I know I'm talking to a lot of believers, get on your knees and meditate, seek the Lord, ask Him for guidance, because sometimes we are the reason why people are not willing to help us to move to the next level. Sometimes we say we want help, we say we want somebody to mentor us, we say we want a coach, and then when somebody takes the time out to try to provide you with that support, your actions, your attitude, your facial expressions all tell them you don't want help. And so they won't help you. They won't say anything. They're going to respectfully dismiss themselves from the situation and they won't call you and they won't check on you and they won't text you and they won't tag you in things. They won't invite you to things because there's something about you, or maybe you're going through something and you're deflecting that onto people. I don't know. I just know that when you know that the value of sitting down and finding space to prepare and finding space to review and debrief on where you're at and what you're doing, you're just going to find yourself in a better place. So I am getting ready to close out. I've been talking for almost 15 minutes, and it's great to be talking for almost 15 minutes, but I don't want to ramble, okay? So I wanted to really talk to y'all about that because I think that, preparation is key. There's power in preparation. Um, I told y'all a story about how I was unprepared for something, but let me close with a story of me being prepared for something, okay? I was in a situation and I wanted to get funding for a specific project, and I had created this phenomenal presentation. I had started taking pictures and different things like that or whatever, and had everything ready to go. Wasn't quite sure how I was going to utilize it, but I just felt this leading that I needed to capture the story and the mission, the success of this particular program that I was working on. And not only did I need to capture it in a presentation format, I needed to also understand the opportunity costs and the return on investment. And understand this, return on investment doesn't always mean dollars and cents. When you're talking to a funder or somebody that's giving you money, sometimes they don't care about the bottom line, the dollar part. They look at the value of that dollar, right? So, for example, let me throw out this golden nugget. Whenever you're writing grants and stuff, a lot of times people forget that volunteering your time is a value. Like in the state of Massachusetts, I think the value of a volunteer hour is like $28. It might even be up to $32 now, the last time I checked. I can't remember, but they have a place, independentsector.org, where you can get all that information. But there's a value that you can put on your volunteer time. So if you're donating 20 hours a week, that's a lot of money that's being donated to the organization, right? As in-kind dollars or whatever, pro bono dollars. So having that value. So I had all of this on the sheet, on the spreadsheet, the value of the time, the opportunity cost for the project I was working with, and then this wonderful presentation that really gave you a nice visual of what it was that I was doing. Now, nobody asked me to do this. I did it because I wanted to be ready for an opportunity. I didn't know when it was going to come. I didn't know how it was going to come, but I was ready. Okay, y'all. So I go out, I present myself, and I'm sharing at an event. And somebody goes, "Oh, yeah, I think you should meet with this person." Now, I go and I go to meet with this person, not realizing they really were gonna meet with me. I'll just be honest with you. At that time of my life, I really didn't value myself enough to believe that I could sit at the table with people who are presidents, different high level people and funding agencies and everything. I was I in my mind, I was still limited at my ability or who I was and what tables I should and could sit at, right? So let me make sure I give you the context of it. So I didn't expect them to call me back. I didn't expect them to even meet with me, but I went out on a limb and I met with them because somebody I knew connected me to the person and they met with me, not because of me, because of the other person. So let me be clear. But when I met with them, I had all my stuff in a row and I provided this amazing presentation to them that they were not expecting because they didn't anticipate that kind of a conversation. So fast forward, I was in a conversation with this individual. I got the funding, by the way, which opened up the door to two or three other funding sources because of that funding that I received. But this is the part I really want you to understand about preparation. Because I went into that conversation prepared, I blew their mind. Okay. And they were like, later on letting me know, like, the reason why I got the funding was because I was so prepared for the conversation. They didn't tell me what to bring. They didn't tell me what to do. I came in with like, this is what you want to know. This is what you need to know. Let me own this space right now and share. And because I did that, I literally have been getting, I'm not going to tell you how much because, I ain't sharing all that today. But I said that to say that it opened the door for lots of streams of funding to come in behind that one because I was prepared. Okay. So being prepared, I just because of coaching, because of mentors, different people around me, I'm watching how they move, I'm watching how they do things, and I'm looking at what looks like A plus delivery and what looks like F delivery. I refuse to be at an F, never was an F student. Nah, not doing that. So I'm like A plus delivery. How do I do that? What does that look like for me? Because I'm not you. I'm not you. I got to do it the way I do it, but it's still got to be at a level of A plus excellency, right? So I'm doing it that way, and when I tell you every single time, knocking it out the park. Why? Because I'm prepared. Prepared. So there's an art and there's a power to preparation. It blows people's minds when you are prepared because most people are not prepared. And they show up and act like they are, but they're not. And people can see when you're not prepared, okay? Whew. So that is that. I'm about to go. I said I was leaving 3, 4 minutes ago. I'm really about to leave now. And before I go, I just want to let everybody know, reminder, book signing is Saturday. Anybody who's in the Springfield area, please come. Like I said, Western Mass. If you're in Boston, it's not that long of a drive. Coming from Hartford, Rhode Island, whatever. I would love to see you too. MissionRichAndProfitPowered.com is the book. You can go there if you want to order ahead, but we will have books at the signing, and we will be at Olive Tree. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes my southern accent comes in because we grew up we lived in Texas for a while when I was younger, and so every now and again, sometimes it comes back. Olive Tree. Books and Voices, okay, on Hancock Street, 97 Hancock Street in Springfield. We'll be there. 2 o'clock is for the VIP. So if you ordered your VIP package, you registered, please come at 2 p.m. Be there early if you can so that we can start promptly. We got some VIP swag bags for you and t-shirts, books, workbook, bookmarks. You got a nice bag. That's all I got to say. You got a good bag. So for you VIPs, we'll see you at 2. And for general admission, anybody's coming, 3 o'clock. There's no charge for general admission. I would like for you to register so we can make sure that we accommodate you with refreshments, but you're more than welcome to show up and show out. Looking to a fantastic day, Saturday. So we'll see you there. MonroeNailer.com/events is the link to go to if you would like to register in advance or if you're looking for VIP, because some folks, y'all like me, VIP all day, VIP all day. So I'll see you there. And if you're like, no, not me, that's this Saturday, not no VIP, please still show up at general admission because everybody is important. Everybody's important to me, and to see your faces will make me smile and be very encouraging. So I look forward to seeing y'all there. I love y'all and all the support I've been getting. Everybody, thank you. Y'all have been amazing, Springfield. Just the pictures, the support. Many of y'all have already bought the book. So y'all probably like, why I need to come? Because I just want to see you. If you can stop by, that would be great. Come take a picture with me with the book. I would love to see you there. All right, y'all tune. I'm tuning out. I really am. Y'all see when I get happy and comfortable, I just keep going. So I love y'all, Springfield and beyond. Y'all have a blessed rest of your night. I'm getting ready to go to church, y'all. My husband is pastor now, and I want to go get a word from the Lord because he's been preaching up something. So I am looking forward to hearing that word on tonight and getting some guidance for my next step and my next phases of my journey. And I will see y'all next week. All right. God bless you.